Hi, welcome to the new TimeRewards. In this demo, we'll show you how you can enter and submit time. Okay, let's get started. First, you need to log in. If you don't already have the login page, you can click on the link that your administrator has emailed to you. You should bookmark this page for easy access. Now go ahead and log in. So, we've logged in. We'll click on the My Timesheets tab. Your timesheet will open in the standard format, also known as the week view. This is usually the most familiar view for entering time. If you prefer other timesheet views, you can click on your timesheet menu to change to day view, or month view. Let's start with the week view. Now, we can start entering time. Just click on the empty row under Projects and choose a project from the drop-down list. Next, select a service item or task for that project and enter the time directly on the timesheet. As you tab out of each cell, the timesheet information is saved automatically. You'll know an entry is saved when the cell color changes from green to white. If you want to make an entry billable or non-billable, or need to enter a description of the task you performed, just double-click on the cell to open the detailed view. Or, you can also simply start typing your description directly in the cell, and this will also open the activity details for this entry. We'll go ahead and make our time entry billable, and add a note. Once you complete your entry, be sure to click on Save. You'll be able to see your notes at the bottom in the details list. If you need to enter time off like holiday, vacation, or sick days, you can enter it directly on the timesheet here, and notes can also be entered if needed. You'll notice that there is a timesheet summary at the top of your timesheet. Here you can see at a glance your total hours for the current period, including how many of those hours are billable and total time off, if any. So, once you're done with your timesheet entry, you need to submit your time for approval. Now, just a note, once you submit your hours for approval, you can no longer make any changes. So it's always a good idea to review your hours before submitting. Let's go ahead and make some modifications to our timesheet entry before submitting. Let's say we entered the wrong project for these hours. We can change the project for the whole period by selecting from the drop-down here. Or, if we only want to change the project for one day, we can click on the day, change the project, and hit Save. Great! You've reviewed your hours and you're ready to submit. If you want to submit your complete timesheet, you can click on the Submit All button under your timesheet menu, or you can submit individual entries by clicking on the Pending Submit button, and then by clicking on Submit next to the entries you want to submit. Let's go ahead and submit some hours. These hours are now submitted and will no longer appear on your Pending Submit list. You can click on Pending Submit again to close this list. Great! You've entered and submitted time. Now, here's what else you can do. As you know, we've been using the weekly view. Let's select the day view to see the differences in entering time. The day view is helpful if you enter your time and detailed notes multiple times a day, or if this just suits your personal style. Let's enter some time in this view. Select the date, enter the hours, then add a customer and task. And remember to hit Save after each entry. To enter time off in this view, simply select the date, enter the time off hours, then keep the project field blank and click on the task field. This will display the time off options. Select from one of these and save. Now, if you want to edit an entry, select the entry from the list below, modify as need be, and save. Submitting time is similar in all views, so whenever you're done, you can submit your time by clicking on Submit All or by submitting time entries individually under your pending submit list, like we saw earlier. As you enter time and time off, you can see your daily totals here in one glance. Here are a few more tips and tricks. You can always navigate to different timesheet periods, either by clicking on the arrows here or by clicking on the All Timesheets button, then by clicking on the periods you want to view. You may notice that entries appear in 3 different colors: white, red, and gray. The color coding helps you distinguish the status of your time entries. White means not yet submitted, gray means submitted, and red means rejected. You can always edit the entries in white and make changes to the red entries before resubmitting for approval. Since gray entries have already been submitted, you can no longer make changes to these. If you want to make changes to already submitted entries, ask your administrator to reject the entry you would like to modify. And if you need to use a timer to record hours, you can find the timer under your menu and run multiple timers at the same time. Once you hit save, this time will appear on your timesheet. If you perform repetitive tasks and want to avoid having to enter the same entries, go to Copy, and you can select a timesheet from any previous period. Choose what you would like to include, and either replace your current timesheet or add this to your current timesheet. Finally, you always have the option to print your timesheet or export to Excel or PDF. As you can see, with the new TimeRewards, it's super easy to enter, edit, and submit time. For more how-to videos and other helpful resources, check out our help page at timerewards.com.